When I sat down to begin this piece on how Parkinson's disease has affected my grandmother Millie and our family, my goal was to evoke something along the lines of confusion or sadness, which is often what I relate to a life-altering disease, but I came out with nothing but inspiration and admiration. My Grammy Nana was diagnosed with Parkinson's disease the year I was born. I am now 20 years old. When I was young, I never noticed its progression. We used to fish, go for walks, bake cinnamon rolls and cupcakes, and have sleepovers with my cousins at our house. Now it's obvious that things have changed. When asked what it was like being diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, Grammy described the experience as surreal. Of course it was, a life-changing disease that would be debilitating over time. Slowly but surely, Parkinson's has taken its toll. Our nighttime walks have grown shorter. Fishing is rare, and Grammy can't always help with the cooking. When Grammy was first diagnosed with Parkinson's disease, she and Granddad began almost immediately researching the disease and ways to slow the progression. She did not dwell on how her future would change, instead, how she could change her future. Within months of being diagnosed, she joined a clinical study on how video chats could serve as a type of therapy between Parkinson's patients. And from there she really took a hold of her disease. The group met weekly and offered exercises for the mind and body that would slow the progression. These routines became an everyday thing that I often do with her when I go to visit. She described her clinical trial group as a calming way to understand how her life was about to change and accepted that it would not be easy. When asked about living with Parkinson's, she simply described it as a learning curve. She denied the struggle she had to overcome and instead described how the experience had made her stronger. Her positivity in such a somber subject was sobering testament to just how strong my grandmother is. My grandfather wrote a poem about my grandmother, and it goes like this. Parkinson's, it may have slowed her down, but it hasn't stopped her. She's a fighter. She still makes the world a little brighter. She's a fighter. I learned a lot by watching her. She's a fighter. Grammy's determination and never-ending strength in dealing with Parkinson's disease is amazing. My granddad, her partner in crime, is a rock. Together, our family, Grammy Nana and Granddad, make a team that is battling Parkinson's with all our force in the effort to maintain an happy family in spite of the disease. Grammy Nana and Granddad lead the charge in bringing our family closer. Parkinson's has brought to our attention how crucial it is to make the good days count. The clear and energized days we seize, manicures, walks, and visits to the cat sanctuary have become good time rituals. My grandmother is a role model for me, and I can hope that I can always be as courageous and resilient as she is as I face the challenges of my life. I asked my grandmother to explain Parkinson's in her own words, and she wrote this poem. I do not understand when I hold my grandma's hand. It shakes. It did not used to do that. It changed. Her touches were a gentle pat. It changed. She used to bake me cookies without help from me. No more. My grandmother needs help. Her Parkinson's is screaming out. I love you, Grammy.